Hey, can you explain to me what is graph and book embedding of graph? Okay, so listen carefully. In mathematics, graph theory is the study of graphs, which are mathematical structures used to model pairwise relations between objects. A graph in this context is made up of vertices, also called nodes or points, which are connected by edges, also called links or lines. A distinction is made between undirected graphs, where edges link two vertices symmetrically, and directed graphs, where edges link two vertices asymmetrically. See graph, discrete mathematics, for more detailed definitions and for other variations in the types of graph that are commonly considered. Graphs are one of the prime objects of study in discrete mathematics. In graph theory, a book embedding is a generalization of planar embedding of a graph to embeddings into a book, a collection of half-planes all having the same line as their boundary. Usually, the vertices of the graph are required to lie on this boundary line, called the spine, and the edges are required to stay within a single half-plane. The book thickness of a graph is the smallest possible number of half-planes for any book embedding of the graph. Book thickness is also called pag number, stacked number, or fixed outer thickness. Book embeddings have also been used to define several other graph invariants, including the page width and book crossing number. In definition, a book is a particular kind of topological space, also called a fan of half-planes. It consists of a single line L, called the spine or back of the book, together with a collection of one or more half-planes, called the pages or leaves of the book, each having the spine as its boundary. Books with a finite number of pages can be embedded into three-dimensional space, for instance by choosing L to be the z-axis of a Cartesian coordinate system and choosing the pages to be the k half-planes, whose dihedral angle with respect to the xz plane is an integer multiple of 2π/k. In properties, the book thickness of a given graph G is at most 1 if and only if G is an outer planar graph. An outer planar graph is a graph that has a planar embedding in which all vertices belong to the outer face of the embedding. For such a graph, placing the vertices in the same order along the spine as they appear in the outer face provides a one-page book embedding of the given graph. An articulation point of the graph will necessarily appear more than once in the cyclic ordering of vertices around the outer face, but only one of those copies should be included in the book embedding. Conversely, a one-page book embedding is automatically an outer planar embedding. For, if a graph is embedded on a single page, and another half-plane is attached to the spine to extend its page to a complete plane, then the outer face of the embedding includes the entire added half-plane, and all vertices lie on this outer face. Subdividing every edge of a graph into two edge paths, by adding new vertices within each edge, may sometimes increase its book thickness. For instance, the diamond graph has book thickness 1. It is outer planar, but its subdivision is book thickness 2. It is planar and sub-Hamiltonian but not outer planar. Finding the book thickness of a graph is NP hard. This follows from the fact that finding Hamiltonian cycles in maximal planar graphs is NP complete. In a maximal planar graph, the book thickness is 2 if and only if a Hamiltonian cycle exists. Therefore, it is also NP complete to test whether the book thickness of a given maximal planar graph is 2. You can apply it to a traffic control, graph drawing, or RNA floating. So, that's it all I know about the graph and book embedding of graph. Thank you for helping me again. After this class I will pay you for some lunch. Okay, you're welcome.